Irving. The officiating crew, Monty McCutcheon, Pat Frere, Derek Stafford, and the alternate is Bill Kennedy. Cavaliers controlling the opening tip.
I like what Charles said at the top. He's really going to see if these Boston Celtics are really back in this series after that huge Game 3 comeback, or were they just happy to win one game? The energy level early on will tell me a lot about the Celtics.
By the Celtics. So James will throw it in. Here is Love with a deep three. He opened up in Game 3, hitting 6 threes. Missed time. So here's Smart coming across for Boston. Bradley played on the switch by Love. Here's Horford. It's slapped away by James, but recovered. Shot clock to 5. Bradley got the step, and he scores.
Princeton's strategy, there's no pick and rolls because you don't have Isaiah, but the ball movement, as you see Bradley knock that down and get that 2, that is part of their motion offense, going through the bigs, letting guys move, constant movement, looking for open guys.
James had gambled, looking for the steal, leaving Bradley wide open. Love pulls it up on Horford, trying to bank it home. It's a good start here by the Celtics, 9 unanswered. Smart for Horford, and he scores, and Tyronn Lue takes the early timeout. Well, it came back in the final 18 minutes, 39 seconds. Back from the 21-point deficit. Nice pass underneath for James.
Going back to Game 3. That's LeBron's first 2 points in the last 21 minutes. I don't know how long he's had a stretch of not being able to score, but a great sign if you're a Cavs fan, seeing him get an easy one early.
His second foul, so Kyrie Irving back to the line in Boston on Monday.
Well, now the decision here for Brad Stevens with Crowder picking up that early second foul here, a little over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Crowder's one of those interchangeable players defensively that you need on the floor.
Remember, Reggie, in Game 3, you asked the question, could he trust Crowder and Smart out there when they got in foul trouble, and they rewarded him. And I think he may just say, wait a minute, we're down to our last. We have to let them play now. Hopefully, if you're a Celtics fan, they'll reward that trust. Hot. But just as the Celtics played through Horford and other big fellas, you can play through him because he draws the double team, allow your players to cut, and then you'll get some easy baskets, open it up for him inside.
Here's Crowder for 3 from straight away.
Payne.
Nice move by Bradley, and now James taking that pass and putting it down. Timeout, Boston. We'll head to the line out of Keena, Sweden. Played pro in Sweden, originally a second-round pick of Detroit. Spent 5.5 years with the Pistons, acquired by Boston in a deal.
Each other.
Tyronn Lue going to his bench with Darren Williams, Richard Jefferson coming on. The bench did not do much the other night. Beautiful pass, Olynyk with a reverse. And the Celtics have their biggest lead of the game, 24-13, just under 2.5 remaining in the first quarter. Nice move by James, who went to the rim, finished with the reverse.
Coach Tyronn Lue was going to sub LeBron out. LeBron asked to stay in. Nice layup right there by Jaylen Brown. And what does that do with LeBron staying in? It gets you back to the matchups of games.
We didn't play with the same pace offensively. And then on the defensive end, we were too far off their bodies. We didn't make it difficult enough physically. We weren't in attack mode. He said specifically, we're at our best when LeBron James is in attack mode, as we see Kyrie Irving knock it down from the elbow. Ty Lue just echoed that thought in the huddle in the first quarter. He said, we've got to be more physical, show toughness, and set the pace here, Marv.
All right, thank you.
In Game 1 versus LeBron James.
Bradley.
And look at this miss here by Avery Bradley.
Pogo sticks, as Dennis Scott likes to say. We just could not finish.
He doesn't mind testing you now.
Nice, nice. Keep attacking the rim, young fella.
Open shots for Bradley.
An 8-0 run for Boston. Irving with a deep 3.
They needed that answer.
And if I'm Olynyk, that's exactly what I'll give up every single time. A tough.
Avery Bradley, an underrated, I shouldn't say underrated defensive player, but he is emerging as a great two-way player in this league.
13 points for Bradley. Set it by dominoes. And the Celtics shooting at 47% for the half. Here's Bradley, not able to hit the three. Cleveland has picked up its shooting. Here's LeBron back in, playing with 4 fouls. He thought he was fouled there, not getting the call. LeBron, after shooting from downtown on several occasions and not, oh, beautiful pass again, and Olynyk. Alford shooting 78% of the line in the postseason. Boston had hit the previous 11 free throws, 11 for 11. 6-point lead for the Celtics. Irving with that hesitation move. Played by Smart and played well. Perhaps held by Smart. Brown wanted a foul. Smith for 3. Jaylen Brown is back for Boston. Brown, Olynyk, and Jerebko up. But here's Olynyk to the rim. It counts on the foul. A strong move by Kelly Olynyk. I mentioned had that incredible game. Actually, the game of his life last week against the Wizards. 26 points off the bench. 14 in the fourth quarter within the span of 7 minutes of play. And he's played well here tonight in a starting role for the injured Amir Johnson. Kyrie Irving again. He has been the story offensively for the Cavs. 25 points for Irving. 3 for 3 from downtown. Celtic lead is now 1. Shot clock to 5. Bradley comes up short. Cleveland can take the lead. James draws the foul.
Well, this is a mismatch right here. There's no way that Kelly Olynyk is going to be able to guard Kyrie that far away from the basket. A little jab step, little rocker step that kind of froze Olynyk, and really just a wide open 3 for Kyrie.
Foul on Olynyk, number 4. LeBron James has shot pretty well from the free throw line at 72%, better than he did during the regular season. The hop for Irving, who scores. What a spectacular move. Meanwhile, Irving is down.
Looked like his ankle. He came down on the foot as he was going up. A lot of contact by Kyrie.
Back in that floor.
Look as he's going up against Rozier right there. Yep. As soon as he was going up, that left ankle. And he's had foot problems before.
Yeah, he missed the entire preseason a year ago, recovering from a fractured kneecap. But his Cavaliers now lead at 77-74 as they turn it here in the third. Trying to take a 3-1 lead. The game 5 in Boston. Irving score off the lead from James.
If you're a Celtics guard, you need to push the envelope and see if he can move laterally and attack him. Do not let Kyrie Irving off the hook defensively with a sore ankle.
Bradley, yes, in the second half. Basically disappointment in the first half as Boston led by as many as 16. Here's Irving on the drive. He scored!
Wondering coming into this series what was wrong with Kyrie. It's just that he was deferring to LeBron James, who was playing out of this world. And Boston, you've got your confidence by winning game 3 in that second half and the first half tonight. So it should be better energy, especially at